Uh, Hello. Uh, Okay. Hi everyone. I think I'm live. So is my screen is not visible for some reason. Just give me a moment. Hello. Okay. Yeah. I think now we are good to go. So hello everyone. Welcome and thanks for joining. I am Vaibhav Sahai and I am currently studying in FMS Delhi. So before I start on with my CAT journey. I would like you guys to inform about CAT 23 Elite. It's a all India mock test which will be organized by Unacademy on 8th October, and it will give you real life benchmarking, and there are many rewards which you will be getting if you are in top rankers. I was one of the top rankers last year, and yeah, I did get CAT fee refunded and GDPI subscription for free. So yeah, now let's dive into my journey of CAT. So I am Vaibhav Sahai, and currently I am in FMS Delhi. As we say, it's the red buildings of dreams, right? Uh, so I I wanna start by telling something about my profile. What is my profile? So I have a 99 and almost 9, or you can take it 8, fine. So 998 profile. I'm an engineer, proper general engineer male, GEM profile, and I have a work ex of 9 months, which doesn't really get counted in many places. So you can consider me a GEM fresher with the little work ex. And my CAT 22 percentile was 99.67, right? It was my second CAT attempt. So, and I have done my UG from NITK. So this is a brief about my profile, and let's dive into my CAT journey. So I started my CAT journey in July. That's the ideal time when most of us actually start our CAT journey. And like so my journey was basically preparation. Like I started with content preparation, and I started watching the classes for Quant and LRDI and VARC, all three. So Quant I started with the algebra and geometry, and LRDI I started with LR first because it's very interesting to solve cases, right? And then by end of September, I was kind of done with 50% of my portion, and I had already started mock test practice. So I actually started my mock test practice from July itself, since it was my second CAT attempt. And CAT is not an exam where you will find many new things, right? It's our old 10th syllabus, and we can just cope up with that. So I started my mock practice along with my preparation from July, and in September I started giving more tests. So this was the initial part of my preparation. Now coming to the last 2 months, that's the October and November, where most of you guys will be at this point of time. So in October and November, the main strategy as a person should be, you should focus more on giving more mock tests, because the main preparation part should be done. If it's not done, try to do it with your mock test preparation. And November should mainly be focused on mock tests. And don't worry if you have done less preparation, or if you are thinking that you are not prepared. It's the old 10th syllabus which is gonna come, be it in English, be it in Quant, and LRDI is more of thinking and graphs, right? So there is nothing new which you can learn, for which you'll have to spend more time. So if you are in whatever stage of your practice, I would suggest that start with practicing mock tests, because at end what is gonna come in exams are questions, right? So I, at this stage in October and November, your main focus should be on mocks. And I started giving 3 to 4 mocks in a week by October. And in November also, I was giving at the same frequency. I didn't increase the frequency. In fact, I took more breaks to, calm, like relax, because you will need that. You will have a time where you are not enough motivated, or you feel like giving up, or you're not getting marks, or suddenly your marks are dropping. So there I believe you will have to take more breaks. So that's how my CAT journey went in last 2 months. The main focus should be on practicing and learning from mistakes, and whatever questions you are learning, you can learn from these two things, right? Now now like subject wise challenges which I faced during my CAT journey. Yeah, coming to the subject wise challenges which I faced during my CAT journey, and it will be the same case with almost everyone who will give CAT. Okay, we all face these challenges. These are quite common challenges, I would say. The first one being in Quant, we feel portion is too huge. And even I was at the same stage by October. I was at the stage where I thought that my Quant portion cannot be completed in given time. So the only solution for that problem is you have to be consistent in your preparation, with the content preparation you are doing, with the classes you are watching. You will have to be consistent and prioritize the topics you have to study. I What I did was I tried to complete smaller subject in middle of two big subjects. So I started with geometry and arithmetic. Then after geometry was done, I completed probability, and once arithmetic was done, I went on for with number system. So I tried completing small subjects between two major subjects, right? Like major topics. In that, what will happen is you'll have a grip over small topics, and they will give you usually easy questions from that, and you can actually finish that. Like you can get marks there. That will become your scoring area. So prioritize your topics to study. Second one, which everyone will feel, is no time to practice. Uh, so in month of October and November, it is very common that you get this feel that there's no time to practice. How can I go ahead? My content is not getting over. So just go ahead with the practice test. Give more practice tests. Don't go for practicing from books because that won't be timed. So give more tests, and the more number of tests you will give, you'll have more grip over the uh, you know questions. And coming to practicing from books, practice the basic questions so that you'll have grip over the concept. But overall, your main focus should be practicing from mock tests, right? And third one, which I faced in October, was in LRDI. I was not able to solve the sets. It happens with many people. So the best part to get over it is leave the set solving part in the don't go for difficult set there. uh, Try solving easy sets. Take a break if you are not getting marks in LRDI and before you were getting marks. So start with easy sets, solve easy sets, then go on with, then slowly increase the difficulty. And if you are giving mocks, try to do DI there then, because LRT sets usually take time and DI is very straightforward. You don't have much thinking there. So start practicing DI in the mock test. Anyway, while attempting a mock test for LRDI, your main focus should be on how to attend like two sets, how to attend two sets mainly, and then you will go get through it, right? Next, what I faced was I was weak in vocabulary, as all engineers are usually weak in vocabulary. I was one of them, and I didn't know how to get over this. So, one of my friends, she was practicing for GRE, and she suggested me that there are GRE vocab flashcards which you can see. So, it's an app. You will get it on Play Store. You can download it, and all you have to do is just keep swiping and your vocabulary will improve over a period of time. So for me, within 1 to 2 months, I was able to see drastic change in my vocab. But somewhere, CAT is not about vocab; it's about comprehension. So don't be worried if your vocab is not good, because the main thing in which in exam on which they will be testing you is not your vocab but your understanding of the passage, right? So focus more on that. Yeah, RCA understanding is one major thing. Like I used to be in a situation where all options seem correct or all options seem incorrect, or sometimes two options will seem correct in RC. So for that, only solution is give more mock tests, understand where you are going wrong, what kind of question you are going wrong in VARC, and the best way to practice VARC is start doing the previous year questions for VARC. Once you start doing the previous year questions for VARC, uh, it will become more easy for you, and you can go ahead you can, once you start doing the previous year questions, the question will start becoming easy, and you can try implementing those PYQ strategy in your mock test also, and focus more on VA. Verbal ability people usually give less focus. I would say focus more on VA because verbal ability is usually the easier part among VARC, and it is more of a mathematical way of solving rather than more comprehension. So you should focus more on VA, and I think it will give you an lead in VRC. Okay. Now the main issues which we get in mocks, which I got was I was not able to score enough marks. So the only solution for that is when you go in a section, target five question each initially, right? Five question will be 15 marks. So once you target 15 marks in each section, maybe LRDI one set, so you will have a base ready, and later with more practice you can start increasing the number of questions which you solve. Okay, so go ahead with this strategy in mocks. And one more issue which I was facing during my mocks was one section. was getting messed up always, right? That will happen if the section is changing every time. Like in one test, my VA got uh, messed up. In other test, I could not perform in LRDI. That is again not a big issue. Don't get demotivated by that or discouraged by that. Be more optimistic and try to analyze where you are going wrong. It's usually, effect of a previous section or previous mode in VARC that we usually don't do well, right? It's nothing related to your ability. Just focus on mistakes and try to understand why those mistakes are happening, and you can go, like, you can improve in this section, right? Last one was not getting enough time to give mocks, because mocks are usually 2 hours, and normally working people. I was a person who was working, and I had the 6 days working in a proper 10 to 7 timing. So I really found it difficult to give time for mocks. So the solution for that is you will have to prioritize your study material, right? And what I did was I started giving mocks either too early in the morning or before going to bed, because that's the time where I'll get continuous 2 hours to give mocks. Okay, so start prioritizing your needs and focus more on CAT in last 2 months at least. You can do other leisure stuff later once you are done with CAT. So prioritize your mocks, and mocks should be your top priority right now, because at end of the day, mocks are something which will be replicated in exam, right? So focus more on mocks. Now, coming to the cheat code for CAT 2023, what worked for me in CAT 2022 was, the first thing, you have to be confident about yourself. You don't should not have a FOMO. So many places, many people will try to read everything. That shouldn't be your strategy. You should be confident that I have read enough, and have belief on your teachers. Whatever they have taught is more than enough, right? You might miss out on one question or two questions. I don't think so. In a longer run, it will play a major impact, because anyway you cannot attempt all the question in CAT, right? So missing one or two question won't be a big issue, but you should be confident about what you are doing. Once you are confident enough, I it will increase your score automatically by 10 to 15 marks, right? And you should not have any FOMO that I missed out on one thing, like I didn't do this topic or I didn't do that topic. Maximum one question will come from those kind of topics, right? Which we miss out. So be confident. Second thing which helped me a lot was T20 series on Unacademy, and it's very useful for people who are having who are having job right now, because we usually don't get enough time to practice mocks, but 30 minutes you can take out in day and practice 15 questions, 5 from each set, each subject. So T20 series was one of the best thing on N Academy, which helped me. It is available for free, I guess, so you can look into that and start practicing. You'll have more time to analyze your answers also, okay, and it will enhance your confidence. Third thing, maintain an Excel planner to track the progress. So you can find it on Google, or you can DM me on LinkedIn for Excel planner. It's a subject-wise planner where you write down the topics and write down from where you have practiced those topics and whether you have completed the video. So once you have those Excel planner with you, it'll become more easier for you to track your progress, and you can start focusing more on your like weak areas where you are lagging out. So one planner is mandatory at this stage, so that you will know what you are doing and where you are lagging, right? Make handwritten notes for Quant and LRDI. This I did. It helped me with my practice also and better concept understanding. But if you don't have enough time, you can skip on this part, right? Next one was learn basics properly. Yeah, so CAT exam doesn't really work more on shortcuts. It the most of the questions are from very basic concept in CAT, right? So just see which is your CAT paper setter also. Sometimes there might be paper setters which are experienced in one subject. They'll try to keep that subject little hard, not so much difference will come. So see that also, but learn the basics. Once you are clear with the basics, it will become very easy for you to go and perform, right? And make sure your one subject is at least high scoring. So in CAT, usually if you are targeting 99 plus, you can't keep balance between three subjects. That's the harsh reality. You can't be that one person who will try to get 95 percentile in three subjects and then get 97 or 98 percentile. It usually doesn't happen because one section usually be comes out to be difficult and one section usually comes out to be easy. You should always have one high scoring section irrespective of which it is. For me, I believe it was my Quant and LRDI, which turned out to be very high scoring for me. So they balanced my VARC. But always keep at least one high scoring section in which you consistently try to get 99 percentile plus. That's around 30 marks in Quant, right? So once you have that, that will be your scoring section. That will be your section which will decide your percentile. Along with that, make sure you are crossing all the cutoffs in other two sections. That's the 90 percentile for. mm, So your main target should be crossing cutoff in three sections, and then one section for increasing the score. At least one section, right? And keep a formula book or short notes. It's very handy in last time when you will be only studying formulas. Okay, so keep that, and that's all from my side. I'm open for questions. Are there any questions? I think live chat is on. Let me see. Um, are there any questions from anyone? Uh, Ritesh has asked, my VARC is so bad. How can I improve this? No, the only solution for VARC is practice PYQs, previous year questions, and once you are good with previous year question, you can go ahead by, you know, you can feel the difference and be confident about your vocab. That's one of the main factors. And what you can do is you can go ahead with other VARC sources. Start reading newspaper. I know it's very boring, so try reading some fun articles. That will help you. Okay. And Gajendra has asked me where to practice quant. Mainly your quant and LRDI practice will come from mocks. I did Arun Sharma LOD one. That is one book you can refer, or Unacademy material was available for con for me. So you can go practice con from there. Try practicing quant in teachers' classes because the question they solve are very similar to what comes in exam. There's nothing new which will come in CAT exam. LOD one is not really sufficient just for practice. Try doing LOD two, won't take much time. Yeah, but main focus should be on mock tests. As I said, there will be section wise mock tests on an academy. Try doing that. Yeah, or you can go ahead with that. Okay. And someone has asked coaching or cash should be in online or offline mode. Uh, coming to that part, if it's in if you are working, I since I was working, I had a job. I preferred online coaching because it was easy for me to manage that with my job, because I used to come late, and normally that time offline coachings won't have classes, right? And best part about online coaching was I could watch the recorded session at 2x. So the main reason why I prefer online. But if you think you need more guidance, so more personalized guidance, that you will get from offline coaching, right? And better doubt clearing there. Okay. How much question to solve on regular basis? Uh, I would say per subject, try solving one mock test. So around 20 to 30 questions. And if you are doing LOD one, that it doesn't really count as question because they are very easy and it gets over within 10-15 minutes. Okay. On CAT level question, 20-30 questions are more than enough. Try doing PYQs if you don't have time. They'll help you with most of your preparation. Yeah. Are there more questions? Okay. Uh, Percentile, I'm not really sure. EWS category. Uh, uh, EWS maybe 1-2 percentile less than what is for general. Not really sure about category percentile. In Quant, what are the most important topics? First is arithmetic, algebra, geometry. I would say try finishing permutation combination probability first, because usually very easy question comes from that and they are scoring question. Then arithmetic is very big, so it'll keep dragging you. So try doing it in parts. Algebra also, difficult questions usually come from algebra. So focus your first preference should be arithmetic, algebra, geometry, and permutation combination probability is a must because they are the questions which will give you marks. Okay. And then number systems also, sometimes they send easy question and sometimes they send difficult questions. Okay. So thanks everyone. Thanks for joining. And if anyone has any concern, you can always